Alright, y'all, so today we're going to do a style swap of comics with these comics right here. Let's do it. Alright, so I want to use this dice right here to pick which comic I'm going to do. This will be, the first roll will be for the character. Alright, so 3, so The Walking Dead, so we'll probably do Rick. Okay. And this will be for the style. 4. So Rick Grimes and the style of Batgirls. Now let's see what the hell that means. We're taking Rick Grimes and we're going to put him in the style of Batgirls. I'd like to find a good full body of Rick. This is book 14, so he looks a lot different. And if you've never read the comic, this Rick looks a little different than ours. I want to try to find is there like a full body anywhere? Ooh, I could do Negan. Hold up, I might do Negan because I love his vibe. Okay, because I could choose any character, right? Okay, I think we'll do Negan. Alright, so let's put a bookmark here. Alright, bookmark here. And I guess I could I would prefer to do like a full body, right? But I'm tripping. This is a Negan right here. This is it just doesn't look like him to me. I mean, I think it might be him, right? He's got the leather jacket, but I like him looking more like that. Yeah, we might just do doesn't really matter. Okay, let's choose. So I have a couple options of styles, right? Because Batgirls, see, there's 3 different artists in this issue. And when it first started, the artist was Jorge Corona. So there's quite a few different styles I could go with. But I do think I kind of like the style from this issue. Right, it's kind of simplified. That almost looks like Negan in a way. You're going to hear my son running around. There's not much I can do about that. Yeah, so proportions are going to be relatively the same. Let me try to find one good image to pull from, because we're going to do some color as well. It may not be, I might go more stylized coloring like they did in here. Yeah. Like the stylized coloring I think works well. And they do a lot of stylized coloring in here as well, so it kind of works. Let's see, who do I want to pull from? I think I could pull from this scene, because again, this guy kind of looks like Negan almost, right? He doesn't have the same hair, but he's kind of got that crazed face. Yeah, I think I'll pull from this page. Alright. Alright, so Negan, the main thing about him is with the leather jacket, the hair, the bat. And here, what makes these styles so different, right? In Walking Dead, it started, as this manga-esque type of styling. So there's a lot of use on heavy blacks, which can kind of be said over here, but there's a little bit more emphasis on open, playful line work. For example, like right here, right in this forearm, right, this line is it's playful, it's open. There's barely any black on this guy right here. Now, of course, on this Batgirl, since her suit is black, a lot of it is black, and they just leave some room lighting. So I'll probably be playing in both worlds, but the goal is to take him and look more like this, right? So this is more stylized, right? Look at the facial expressions. They're a little bit more extreme. They're still somewhat realistic. The hair is definitely super stylized. The eyes are always stylized. So we're going to get... So this is basically my style swap. I didn't quite get the skin tone right that I planned on, but there it is. So now we're going to do one more. Alright, so we're going to do one more. So I got 4 left, so if I hit a 1 or a 6, we won't count it, right? So this will be 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, here we go. So that's a 6. Another 6, what are the odds? A 4, so Chainsaw Man. So we'll probably just do... Yeah, we'll probably just do Dingy. Alright, so he's out, so 2, 3, 4. Another 6, what are the odds? 3. Alright, so this is interesting. So you guys probably don't know this comic. This is by a local artist, Brandon Mullins. He's one of the homies. His stuff is sick. Check him out on Instagram. What is his handle? I don't know. I'll put his handle. Oh, it's Wake Up Brandon. Wake Up Brandon. Okay, so we're going to take Dingy and put him into this style, which is not super different. So we'll just do that. Alright. So most of y'all don't know this comic, Dream City Love Connection. It's by Brandon Mullins. He's a comic book artist based here in Columbus. And check him out on Instagram. He's working on a new project. I actually don't remember the name of it right now. I'm sorry, Brandon. Awesome dude. I met him at a comic book convention here in Columbus called Space. It's small press, alternative, something. But it is a big, like, indie comic book convention. And when I met him there, he's pretty dope guy. he actually helped me out on toilet paper trash. He gave me like some tips and stuff like that. So I owe him a lot. Cool cat. So the comic itself is about this mysterious love story. It's a short comic. It's story is in itself, right? Like it's a full story. I don't know, it's like 16 pages or something. But man, is it stylish. Oh my goodness. He definitely has a crazy cool style. And I'm trying to adapt it best I can right here. His style relies a lot on halftones. And since I'm not working digitally, I have no access to, I guess I should just say I don't really have an interest in using halftones. I think they look awesome, but I don't really feel like doing it, I guess you could say. So this is actually my first time ever drawing dingy. I enjoy the comic or the manga. They're basically the same thing, right? There's differences, of course, but sequential storytelling. I studied it, and I've drawn some. I guess I've drawn it a little bit, but I've never done like a fan art of it or anything, and that's kind of what this is, right? Alright, so here's my drawing. To adapt this kind of styling, right, again, I've already talked about, I'm not going to be using any halftones. There's a lot of line variation, and then again, these styles are kind of similar, so there's a lot of scratchy lines, and it's kind of halftone. Well, it's kind of not halftone, but it's kind of like cross hatching in a way. It's a form of hatching, right? But it's very similar. So this is basically going to be like a merge. The main thing that's going to pull his style over here is if I can find, I get a color that's kind of this, it's almost like tone paper, right? Tone paper, and then I use one strong color. Right, red is very prominent in this book. This image right here is what made me buy this. I saw this, I'm like, oh hell yeah, let me get that. It is so freaking dope. But yeah, so we're probably just going to use some red, and we'll use it in just like some key spots, and yeah. So now we're about to start inking. So both of these guys are digital. So most of the digital brushes, they're usually not using something that can, work like a brush pen to this extreme. I feel like when I'm studying digital, it's usually best if I use this soft Tombow pen. It usually gets around the same, so we're just going to try that. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys a little trick that you can do. So if you've already went over some areas that you wanted to rim light, you can come in with a pen, with one of these gel pens, pick out that area, and you can go over it with the pen. Now, sometimes it works very well, sometimes it doesn't work too well, so we'll see how this works. Alright, so you want to give it some time to dry. So this one is probably still pretty dry. So the only thing I want to do is bring in a little bit, just fine lines. Just in some areas that I feel like still need a little bit of definition. This leg is busted. The only way to fix this leg would be to bring the knee to probably about here. And bring you in like that. And with this style it's possible pretty easily, because I can just kind of cover it up. Alright, then we'll definitely want to bring in some of this color. Alright, boom. Alright, I think that's done. Alright, y'all, so thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that. I really liked the second one. The first one was kind of eh. So that's how it goes sometimes. We're not all perfect, right? I'll see you on the next one.